And the pressure on for a positive result. Alexis Herrera of Venezuela, our referee. Fourth official, Piero Mazza from Venezuela. And leading the VAR team is Julio Bascuñan of Chile. Let's take a check on the two teams then. First of all, Uruguay, and they are certainly happy to have Luis Suarez fit after missing games in October. But Edinson Cavani isn't available. A hugely experienced defence with over 450 caps between goalkeeper Fernando Muslera and three of the back four in Martin Cáceres, Jose Maria Jimenez and captain Diego Godin. That experience likely to be tested by an in-form Argentina. But Lionel Scaloni is unable to call upon captain Lionel Messi, at least from the start. He's missed club games recently for Paris Saint-Germain with knee and hamstring issues, but he is amongst the substitutes. His absence affords a start for Paulo Dybala of Juventus. He'll partner Lautaro Martínez, and he'll be hoping to improve upon his tally of 17 goals in 33 appearances. Both teams produce a full complement of 12 substitutes. A maximum of 5 can be used by each team. Argentina, again, not expected to use Messi at all tonight if they can help it, hoping to keep him fit for the home game in 4 days' time against Brazil. So Dybala gets his chance. Interesting to see how that partnership shapes up with Lautaro Martínez. Brian Rodríguez will be one of the three attacking players for Uruguay, who look to Nahitan Nández to provide support for Luis Suarez on one side and Rodríguez on the other. So away we go. It is familiar colours for both, and Argentina will attack the goal away to our right. Normally used to seeing Uruguay play their home internationals at the Centenario Stadium, but the smaller home of club side Peñarol, capacity 40,000, somewhat smaller than the Centenario. Oscar Tabarez, 74 years old in the middle, the coach of Uruguay. He's seen it all in his 2 spells in charge. Facing an Argentina side on an unbeaten run since July 2019. 25 games unbeaten. And of course fresh for a long-awaited trophy in the summer when they won the Copa America, defeating Brazil 1-0 in the final in Brazil. And Scaloni building on that. Good player in his day. Remember him in a very good Deportivo La Coruña side in Spain that won the La Liga title back at the turn of the century. Only got 7 senior international caps, Scaloni. A little bit of a surprise given the club career that he had. Now doing a very good job as head coach. Well, it's usually feisty when these two meet. Argentina probably only need one more win, maybe don't even need one more win to qualify automatically. I'll give you the standings in a moment, but it's Uruguay looking to pose the first direct threat on goal. Kept alive by Cáceres. Work wide here to Nández. Trying to make room for the cross. Cáceres still in support. It's a deep cross, which Argentina are hoping is going to drift out. It didn't. And Uruguay stay on the front foot. Well, they think they've got a throw, the home side, but it's been given a little bit of indecision here as to which way it's gone. It has gone to Uruguay. Joaquin Piquerez will take the throw, plays in Brazil with Palmeiras. Looking for Suarez. Particularly important for Luis Suarez that Uruguay qualify for the World Cup. Will probably be his last chance to shine on the biggest stage of all at 34. A wonderful career he's had for club and country. 65 goals and 126 caps for Uruguay. Better than one every 2 games. Outstanding. First corner of the game then goes to Uruguay. Good start from the home nation, fed in by Rodríguez. They're putting Argentina under early pressure here. Nandez. Chopped all the way by Acuña. Had to work there to prevent the cross. Marcos Acuña. Martin Cáceres with the throw. Cap number 109 for the Cagliari defender. Mistimed header by Romero. Oh, and a chance opens up here. Big save from Martínez. But what a glorious chance that was for Uruguay to take the lead. Martínez stood up to the test. And a worry for Argentina when it broke here. Poor attempt at the clearing header from Romero, and it drops for Nandez. You think he's got to score here, certainly onside. And Martínez reacted really well. Nandez with the game's first opportunity. It would have been his first senior international goal on cap number 48. Just looking for a bit of possession. They've got it now, Argentina. Lo Celso. Acuña. Now Rodrigo de Paul to Rodríguez. Worked wide here for Molina. Support from Di Maria. Molina. Romero. Useful cross, just beyond the lurking Lautaro Martínez. Good response to the early pressure from Uruguay, from Argentina. Settling to their work now. Here's Di Maria as captain in the absence of Messi from the start. Of course, it was Angel Di Maria's goal in the Copa America final that brought that long-awaited trophy. Good work here by Dybala, and it's Di Maria! Brilliant goal! 7th minute, and Angel Di Maria with a really sure finish. Muslera had time to see it, and he got nowhere near it. Disappointing from Uruguay's point of view that they afforded Di Maria so much space inside the penalty area, and they certainly paid the price for it, because when he gets time in the box, he is very capable of doing what he did here. Initially the ball won by Dybala, and then Di Maria one touch out of his feet, and then bent it quite beautifully into that far corner. Top quality from a top player. It'll be a goal kick. 22nd senior international goal for Di Maria. You have to look to Joaquin Piquerez, who had his pocket picked by Dybala in the move that led to Di Maria's goal. Well, that'll only add to the confidence within the Argentina ranks. It's sky high at the moment. And the positions in the CONMEBOL standings: Brazil qualified already, 34 points from 12 games. Argentina can reduce the gap to Brazil to 6 points with a game in hand if they win here in Montevideo. Ecuador are third on 20 points, and then it's very, very close. Referee has given the free kick. Challenge on Suarez, just about might be in range to strike directly for goal here, just to complete those standings. Chile are fourth, 16 points. Colombia fifth, 16 points. Uruguay sixth, 16 points. Peru seventh, 14 points. And even Paraguay in eighth and Bolivia in ninth, both on 12 points. Still in with a chance of automatic qualification. Just 4 points separating fourth to ninth. Well, he's eyeing it up, Suarez. It's certainly within his compass. Likes to go side on to the ball. That's his method. Likes to get whipped to the inside of the right foot. Can he test Martínez? The goalkeeper happy enough that it was sailing over the angle of post and crossbar. Little sighter for later, perhaps, from Luis Suarez. Argentina have still got Brazil to play twice in qualifying. Remember that suspended game over COVID issues in Sao Paulo. Game had actually started, you may recall, and then health officials brought an end to proceedings. And all surrounded 4 Argentina players who travelled from the United Kingdom and were deemed to have broken COVID protocol rules. But in 4 days' time, Argentina will host Brazil. Eagerly awaited game that. But both are surely on their way to Qatar. It's a race for the other 2 automatic qualifying places. Of course, 5 South American nations go to a World Cup. The team that finishes 5th will go into an interregional playoff. Well, Uruguay have been down the years, you may recall. Always used to be a CONMEBOL Oceania playoff. It used to be Australia when they were in the Oceania ranks, and now under the auspices of Asia, Australia. So it tends to be New Zealand these days who play the 5th ranked CONMEBOL nation. Free kick against Bentancur. Here's Molina. Di Maria. Rodrigo de Paul. Just what Argentina wanted there. Little impetuous Brian Rodríguez on Dybala. Paulo Dybala's got a very good record for goals per game at club level, but strangely only got 2 goals in 30 caps for Argentina, the Juventus striker. Isn't always a starter, of course. It's loose from De Paul. Uruguay something about the throw early, but rather wasted it. Space in the box for Suarez. Gets his shot away, but finds only the side netting. Alarm bells ringing here for Argentina briefly. Twisting, turning, finding the angle too tight in the end. Suarez. Uruguay pressing very effectively in the end. Via Vecino. There's the goal again. It was down to Jimenez to engage, really, and he didn't. Oh, sumptuous finish from Di Maria. De Paul. Oh, if he gathered that, he was offside. Lautaro Martínez. If he got a better first touch and had the flag not gone up, it would have been a wonderful chance to double the lead. Lively first opening quarter of an hour. It's very rarely dull when these two meet. Uruguay were no match for Argentina last month, losing 3-0. It was a very, very poor October for Uruguay. Only took 1 point from a possible 9. As opposed to Argentina, who got 7 points in their 3 games in October. Rodríguez has only presented that to Cristian Romero. Molina. De Paul. Otamendi's free on that far side. Romero ignoring him. Now he finds Nicolás Otamendi. Celso. Martínez. Fancies a run at Jimenez. Surrounded by sky blue shirts. Lautaro Martínez. He's in Italy with Internazionale Milan. Quite a number of the starters for both teams tonight play their club football in Italy, particularly Uruguay. We've got 3 Cagliari players in their starting 11: Nández, Godin and Cáceres. Majority of the 2 starting 11s play their club football in either Italy or Spain. Well, they haven't played badly in the opening 17 minutes, Uruguay, but they find themselves a goal down. Yellow card, first of the game for Paulo Dybala. The referee couldn't have been closer to that. And immediately reached for his pocket. Clearly trod on the toe of the opponent. Herrera none the worse for the challenge. Here's Rodríguez. He's offside. Shouldn't have been really. He had a chance to look along the line there, Brian Rodríguez. Just wonder whether the referee gave handball in the end there. Shake of the head nonetheless from Rodríguez. Next up for Uruguay, by the way, in 4 days' time is a trip to Bolivia. Although they may well be down the rankings at the moment, they're not out of the picture for automatic qualifying Bolivia. It's never easy at altitude. Remember those vivid scenes of Messi being sick on the pitch in La Paz, suffering from the rarefied air. Argentina never like going to Bolivia. None of the South American nations do, really. Romero is down. I think one or two of the Argentina players are thinking that Romero's made a lot of this. Maybe just the fall that caused his problem, but not a lasting one, it would seem. Plays in England at the moment on loan at Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. Romero on loan from his club in Italy, Atalanta. He's the option of a permanent move if he does well. Mendes, the latest Uruguayan player to become frustrated. Don't know why. How on earth did he not see that as a foul? You know, you look down the years at Argentina and you wonder why it's taken so long for them to get a trophy. This summer's Copa America ended a long wait, and you trawl down the familiar names that have worn the blue and white shirt and you think, my goodness, we should have won more. But the problem has essentially been not so much going forward, but defensively. They've struggled to get consistent fullbacks. Otamendi is pretty much at the wrong end of his career now at 33. Maybe got 2 or 3 years left at best. Romero's the growing presence at 23. If they can get it right in the centre defence, which they haven't done down the years often, and the good times might be here to stay for Argentina. Here is Otamendi. Of course, Messi's not going to go on forever. Whisper it if you're within earshot of any Argentina fan. We don't want to talk about Messi's retirement just yet. And nor does he, which is good news for all of us. Here's Molina. Di Maria. De Paul. This is Guido Rodríguez. Dybala. Excellent defending from Romero. Dybala. Passing the ball with a lot of confidence, movement good off the ball as well from Argentina. Looking to make it 26 matches unbeaten. Run stretching back 2.5 years. Molina. Di Maria wants the pass. Herrera read it well. Right idea from Argentina. Goalkeeper switched on. Celso trying to poke it into the path of Di Maria. This is the last of the matches in this round of CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. Not too many goals in the 4 matches completed. Brazil beat Colombia by 1-0. 1-0 Ecuador beat Venezuela. 1-0 Chile over Paraguay. Peru bucked the trend. They beat Bolivia by 3-0. Just the 1 goal here. Beauty from Di Maria. Otamendi. Argentina dominating the ball, making Uruguay work out of possession. Romero. Otamendi. Romero trying to find Dybala. Diego Godin there, another of the veterans out here who probably only got 1 more World Cup in them. 35 now, Godin. Otamendi. It's nice football from Argentina. This is Celso. Won't have the pace to go beyond Jimenez. He's giving it away. Everybody's first touch being worked feverishly here. Bit of room for Piquerez. Bentancur. Piquerez again. Poor pass. Not much composure about Joaquin Piquerez there, the left back. Here's De Paul. Godin. Fancies a foray up into the Argentina half, the Uruguay skipper. Suarez to Rodríguez. Loses out to Romero. There's an authority about Romero on the ball here. As I mentioned earlier, only 23. Looks as though he's got an excellent career ahead of him. Guido Rodríguez. Casino working hard to keep Argentina inside their own half. Scaloni will be happy with proceedings up to now. Foul by Nandez. Oscar Tavares, of course, has taken Uruguay to the World Cup before, getting to a quarter-final in one of them. They're seeking to reach Uruguay their 4th successive appearance in the World Cup finals. Quarter-finals back as recently as 2018, went out to France. They were also the team to knock Argentina out in the round of the last 16 in that particular World Cup. Excellent run from Di Maria. What a reception of the ball it was. Gorgeous first touch, but he can't advance any further. Disappointed with himself there, Di Maria. Having taken a wonderful first touch. Slipped by Molina, couldn't gather in the pass. And Uruguay struggling to get to the Argentina goal here. Goodin invites Piquerez forward. Bentancur. Two Argentina players rather getting in their own way. It's rather untidy. It all ends in a free kick to Rodríguez in Argentina. Paul, loose pass. This might open up for Uruguay. Bentancur, lay off from Suarez, and Suarez on the volley, off the post and wide on the rebound. Well, he's unlucky there, Luis Suarez. Took the shot, the initial shot, so early. Emi Martínez couldn't get himself set in the Argentina goal. Look. So quick to follow it up as well, Suarez, and it was an inviting target, and he put it wide. And that will boost the home crowd. Uruguay finally getting to that Argentina goal, very nearly equalising through Suarez. Here's Rodríguez. Chance to run at Molina, who stood his ground well. One of the less experienced players in the Argentina side, Nahuel Molina, plays in Italy with Udinese, just his 12th senior cap, the right back. This is better from Uruguay. Cáceres, away by Romero. Goodin. Piquerez. Lost his footing, but the attack stays alive. Rodríguez. Best spell of the game for Uruguay. Maybe a counter-attack on here, Goodin says no, not on my watch. Like the look of this referee so far. Alexis Herrera of Venezuela referees with a calm authority, occasional smile. Neat from Bentancur. Piqueres. Fed into the feet of Suarez, who will accept the corner off Romero. They're building momentum here, the home side. The referee with eyes on a number of players in there, make sure everything is correct. Suarez trying to get this under control. And eventually it's off Cáceres and out for the goal kick. Wanting to play it short from the back, Uruguay with all bases covered, so Martínez launches it. Lautaro Martínez couldn't get that under his spell. Piqueres. Otamendi. Rodríguez to Romero. Calmly done by Cristian Romero. Calm again at the back, Argentina. Confidence about how they play from deep inside their own half. Stolen here though by Diego Godin. Suarez. Romero doing well again. He's in for the long term, isn't he? Romero in that Argentina defence. There'll be no shifting him, I wouldn't have thought, for a long time to come. Forward by Jimenez. That's worked out nicely. Oh, wrong pass. Wrong pass from Nandez. He was trying to cut it back for Suarez. If he played it across the face of goal, Rodríguez was free at the far post. If he had his time over again, Nandez, he'd have gone for the other option, I'm sure. Maybe he just didn't see the full picture. Cannot be the only reason. Cáceres shaping for the long throw. Di Maria will help it away, not very far. A nice flick. Almost got Piqueres in. And it's still promising for Uruguay. Rodríguez. Good in. Good pass to Piquerez. It's miscued by Otamendi, who's complaining about the ease with which Uruguay got forward there. Corner. Home fans getting excited of a possible equaliser on the horizon. Ryan Rodríguez with their latest corner. Bentancur makes good space there. Cut back looking for Cáceres, didn't quite work out. Should be goalkeepers comfortably. Martínez. Romero. Cáceres looking to link with Nández, who's done well to win the throw. Trying to keep the tempo high here, Uruguay. As we head towards the final 5 minutes of an energetic first half from both teams. A win for Uruguay would take them above Colombia, above Chile, and just 1 point behind Ecuador, who sit in third place at the moment. It's a joint fourth, if you like, for Chile, Colombia and Uruguay, all on 16 points. Peru just 2 points further adrift. Could go right down to the wire in terms of who'll be joining Brazil and Argentina as automatic qualifiers. Argentina could make it by the end of this round if they get all 3 points here. It would be 12 points clear of Colombia. They've got 5 games left, but teams will be playing one another. They're pretty much home and hosed already, Argentina. Won't be absolutely mathematically certain, but all but. That's easy for Martínez. Given away by Di Maria. This is Piquerez, thought about the shot. Suarez. It opens up now, and Martínez with a save. Down smartly to deny Vecino. Another decent side of the Argentina goal, though, for Uruguay, for Matias Vecino. Just didn't get enough power in it. Not much time to get full backlift on that one. Decent chance nonetheless. Uruguay will probably feel they've done enough over the last 10 minutes or so to get themselves on terms by half-time. They still might. This is Suarez. Nández. Suarez so frustrated in the middle that the cross didn't return itself. Feverish activity over on that far side as Uruguay look to maintain the pressure. And finally, Argentina have released themselves. But not for long, as back come Uruguay again. Rodríguez. Piquerez, good offer from the left back. Corner. Well, they're having to work hard now, Romero and company. to maintain the clean sheet. Martínez made a couple of smart saves in the first half. Forward come Jimenez and Godin. Rodríguez with the latest Uruguay corner. Is this their moment? And he's capable of that. Luis Suarez, the overhead, but Martínez not troubled. Suarez crowded out, eventually gets possession though. Here's De Paul, did well to evade two. Di Maria. Good pass to Molina. Needs to make the right decision here, Molina didn't. De Paul. Molina. Di Maria. Dybala. Argentina aware that half-time is approaching. It's going to be a minimum of 1 minute added. Romero. Just a bit of game management here from Argentina to have that lead to the half-time dressing room. Don't think Uruguay are going to see the ball for the next 30 seconds. That's Argentina's hope anyway. I think we could be pretty certain that Argentina will have the lead going into the break. Looks pretty calm. Lionel Scaloni. Missing Messi, who's not fully fit. And Argentina would like not to use Messi and hope to use him at some stage in the home game against Brazil in 4 days' time. But they lead through a wonderful goal from Angel Di Maria, curled into the top corner. Assist from Dybala. But Uruguay won't be too disheartened. They played well enough in the first half to suggest they've got a goal or two in them. Suarez has hit the post. Martínez has had to save well twice from Vecino and Nández. Half-time at the Campeón del Siglo Stadium in Montevideo in this CONMEBOL World Cup qualifier. It's Uruguay 0, Argentina 1.
Messi, Lionel Messi! Neymar puts them in front.
Argentina versus Brazil, live this Tuesday on Premier Sports 1. Our coverage of the South American World Cup qualifiers continues on Tuesday night with a huge clash between Argentina and Brazil. Live at 11:30 on Premier Sports 1.
Memphis. Oh, what a superb shot from Memphis Depay.
And it goes deep for the strike. Oh, what a goal!
Busquets! Oh, that is a rarity!
The Derby Barcelona, live next Saturday on La Liga TV.
Welcome back to the Estadio Campeón del Siglo in Montevideo. Argentina are leading Uruguay by 1-0 heading into the second half of this CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying game. Referee will get the second half started, our Venezuelan official. We saw Argentina making a change at the start of the second half. Joaquin Correa on to replace Paulo Dybala. He picked up a yellow card in the first half. Don't know whether that was part of the reason why Scaloni has taken him off. Provided the assist for the only goal so far, scored by Angel Di Maria. I don't think Uruguay wanted the half-time whistle, really. They played well, particularly in the last 10 minutes of that first half. Applied quite a lot of pressure on the Argentina goal, had to work hard to preserve their lead. Uruguay have sent out the same 11 players that they began with. There's Celso trying to break the press, can't do that, and this is Suarez trying to turn away from Romero. I wonder if he could have got his shot away there. Luis Suarez shot eventually comes in from Nandez. And it's routine for Martínez. Suarez cutting a frustrated figure at the moment. That was an opening. Romero. Molina trying to work a little 1-2 with Di Maria. Of course comes Godin. Gets exactly what he wants out of Molina. Suarez, just wonder whether he could have got a shot off there as he tried to turn inside Romero. He got his shot away first time, it could have been a problem for Argentina. Facundo Torres, as you can see, has come on for Brian Rodríguez. Cáceres getting a yellow card. Hands on head time for Martin Cáceres. Protests the awarding of the yellow card, but it's aggressive. Leading with the arm, and Celso certainly felt the challenge. Facundo Torres is more of a natural striker than Brian Rodríguez, who's more like a winger. Torres can play down the middle and certainly be getting closer to Suarez, I would have thought. The 10-year-old striker playing in his home stadium, there he is. We've looked at Facundo Torres, only 21, just his 9th senior cap. Cáceres doing well. Do hunt you down very well, Uruguay at times. A brave game to play the high press that they do at times. If Argentina play through them, they could be a bit empty in the midfield areas, but they press well. Good balance about the press. The press works again, and this is a real good opening for Uruguay. It's behind. Well, half of the stadium thought it was nesting in the back of the net from Joaquin Piquerez. But he's fired wide of the near post. Stole the ball really well, the left back. But he has to go across the goalkeeper here. Tries to catch him at the near post, and of course the target is a much smaller one at that post rather than the one across the goalkeeper. Free kick, Uruguay. They know the importance of not losing here. That trip to Bolivia in 4 days' time, that's not a gimme by any stretch of the imagination for Uruguay. And after they go to Bolivia, Uruguay will go to Paraguay, then home to Venezuela, home to Peru, and finish their qualifying campaign with a trip to Chile. As for Argentina, well, it's Brazil home next. It's coming up next midweek. Then they're away to Chile, home to Colombia and Venezuela, away to Ecuador, and still to get a rearranged fixture in the away trip to Brazil. Hasn't always been plain sailing for Argentina to qualify for World Cup finals. Remember Lionel Messi in the past bailing them out right at the death, but it's going to be a comfortable stroll to QATAR for them, and of course for the CONMEBOL leading nation at the moment, Brazil. And a strong warning for Martínez, no more wasting time. Hurry up message from our Venezuelan referee. Good press on the ball again. This is Suarez. And was he caught? No. Referee says play on. Excellent defending by Acuña. Suarez is standing there in the penalty area, arms outstretched, saying it has to be a foul. I must say, on first viewing, it looked a clear trip to me. Have a look yourself. Does he tangle his own legs up here? Let's get a close-up view of it. Yeah, maybe he went down under his own steam there, Suarez. That might be a very good call from the referee. De Paul. Just feel that Uruguay have got a goal in them somewhere. Looked like handball and given against Hernandez. He knows. Otamendi. That's a foul. Clear tug by Lautaro Martínez on Diego Godin. Piquerez. That's all that Torres could do. Double change coming here for Argentina. Alejandro Gomez will be coming on. There he is. Plays in Spain with Sevilla. 33 years old, but it's only his 11th senior cap. We're going to see Angel Herrera coming on for the goal scorer, Angel Di Maria. Angel Herrera of Atletico Madrid. Two Correas out there now for Argentina, Angel and Joaquin. Lo Celso. Gomez. Hernandez. Acuña. Misplaced header by Otamendi. Atones for his mistake. Working so hard. Uruguay out of possession. They deserve to be level. Closest they've been, shot off the post from Luis Suarez. Acuña. Molina misjudging the bounce. Even a draw for Uruguay would be enough to put them in the top 4 automatic qualifying places. Here come Uruguay once more, but that won't do. Rodrigo de Paul is being tugged at by Hernandez. Romero. Rodríguez brushes off Herrera. It's a more controlled style with Argentina. Up next to the feverish activity of Uruguay. Here's Gomez! A couple of shimmies there, opened up the space to drive in the left foot shot for Alejandro Gomez. Free kick against Romero, or rather Molina. Heading towards the hour mark. Opportunity for Godin and Jimenez to make their way forward again for this free kick. Argentina defence trying to give their goalkeeper Martínez a good look at this. They'll retreat inside their penalty area once it's struck here by Piquerez. It's good clean hands from Emi Martínez. He's got a new head coach at his club in England, Aston Villa. Former Liverpool and England international Steven Gerrard is now in charge at Aston Villa, having left Glasgow Rangers. Interesting appointment from Villa. Referee allowing play to continue for the moment, but not sure whether it's a blow to the head or not. Referee wasn't sure. Herrera is going to be okay, it would appear. Didn't see much of Lucas Herrera in this match. We may not see anything of him. He'd be happy just to sit it out and see his side get over the line to all 3 points. And suffering recently from knee and hamstring issues, Messi. Might need him against Brazil though. Big game. Argentina at home to Brazil, the top two in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. Comes up in 4 days' time. Agustín Martínez, another striker from Peñarol, is being readied on the Uruguay bench. He'll be with us shortly. Crowd will enjoy that. And he'll get his opportunity now, I would think. And Matias Vecino is going to make way, I understand, from pitch side. Here's De Paul. Breaks kindly for Herrera. Here's Torres. Wants it on that left side, and Molina's aware of that. Deflection on the cross, awkward for Martínez. Had to deal with it. Might just have been dropping under the crossbar here. Goalkeeper couldn't be sure. I think it would have dropped underneath. So he had to deal with it, Emi Martínez. So on comes Agustín Martínez, just 20 years old, his third senior cap, already got one senior goal. Martínez just shaken up as he dealt with that deflected cross. Vecino, player to make way for the youngster. In by Torres. Bentancur is trying to help it on at the near post. Still plenty of time for a Uruguay recovery. They'll play worse than this and win matches. Herrera. Paul is very composed on the ball. He's a player that's happy to accept it in tight areas, backs his ability. He's had a good game. Acuña. Should be tidied up by Jimenez. Romero making that his. Certainly think Edinson Cavani's a miss at the top end of the pitch for Uruguay. We know the quality he can bring despite his advancing years. Certainly no Suarez misses him. Otamendi to Romero. Rodríguez. Free kick has been given against the player who's just come on a few moments ago. There's an arm into the face. Agustin Martínez Alvarez, giving his full name. Yeah, there it is. Rodrigo de Paul certainly felt that. Well, will we see him or not? No surprise to see Messi just flexing the knee, stretching the hamstring. It's been causing him a problem with his club, Paris Saint-Germain, lately. Suarez tumbles, but there's no suggestion of a foul there. He knows it. So we've tiptoed into the final quarter of the match, and still that first half goal, a lovely finish from Angel Di Maria, separates the teams. As we stand, Argentina moving on to 28 points. That's going to be enough. They may not need a single point from the last 6 games. They're 12 clear of opponents this evening. Uruguay 12 clear of Colombia, 12 clear of Chile, 8 ahead of Ecuador. Games running out. I mean, they've only got 5 matches left, the likes of Colombia, Chile, Ecuador. World Cup needs Brazil and Argentina in it, and Qatar is going to have Brazil and Argentina in it. And who'll be joining them from the CONMEBOL region? It's going to go to the wire, I think. Here's the goal again. Jimenez, guilty of not closing down, standing static. Di Maria made him pay for that. Facundo Torres, free kick. Halts any progress. He might have thought he gained there. Handball clearly. Free kick against a frustrated Bentancur. Celso knew what was coming, I think. Eats up a little bit more time for Argentina. Forward by Acuña. Uruguay wanting a free kick. Play on, says the referee. Cleared by Martin Cáceres. Rodrigo de Paul doing very well under pressure. Got great balance. Top athlete. Jimenez. Herrera. A little bit of space for Jose Maria Jimenez. Cáceres. Godin. Piquerez. Molina's pace being tested. He's up to the test. So, Scaloni does turn to Messi. Maybe just to improve their game management with this narrow lead. And of course, Argentina's chances of stretching their lead go up markedly with the arrival of the great man. A free kick here to Uruguay in a promising position as Messi awaits his arrival. I understand Giovani Lo Celso will make way shortly for Messi, but not until Argentina hope to defend this free kick. Now he can go for goal here. Facundo Torres, the local boy, playing in his home stadium of Peñarol. And this place will go nuts if he puts this into the back of the net. Has to go for goal, surely. No, he went for the cross instead. I thought he could have gone for power there. Now, breaks on, a little empty at the back. Uruguay, and the chance is opening up. Oh, it's a brilliant recovery from Bentancur. What a challenge to deny Joaquin Correa. And look at this, there were 2 against 1 in favour of Argentina. But look at the ground Bentancur makes up here. No lost causes. It's a vital challenge on Joaquin Correa. Had to be timed and was. Injured himself in the process, but that was a goal-saving tackle. Gomez preparing to take the Argentina corner. Looking for the quick counter here, Uruguay. Don't find it. Good work from Gomez. Guido Rodríguez won't get to that. Given away by Alvarez. Messi still waits for his arrival. Here's Lo Celso. It's nicely worked. They're in behind Uruguay here. Super move that from Argentina. Didn't result in a second goal, but it might have done. Joaquin Correa with the final shot. It's a lovely move, though. Opened up Uruguay. Finally, Argentina can make the change. Celso going off for the arrival of Messi. Cap number 157 for the famous number 10. 80 goals. Interesting to see how his fitness holds up for the quarter of an hour or so he's beyond. And I don't think if he was 10% short of 100% fitness, Scaloni would have risked him at all. So he must be pretty close to a full recovery now, Messi. Unless your allegiance is with Uruguay, I think we can all celebrate that we're getting a little cameo performance here in Montevideo. Ball given away so cheaply. Arambari, who's come off the bench for Uruguay, giving the ball away with virtually his second touch since arriving. In by Nandez. Piquerez trying to help it back into a dangerous area. Bentancur was the player who went off for the arrival of Arambari, injured himself in that goal-saving tackle. And offside here. Arambari plays in Spain with Getafe. Not enjoying a very good season in La Liga, bottom. Crowd whistling Martínez again. He's already been warned about taking his time over these clearances. Suarez might be just running out of a little bit of fuel as we approach the 80th minute. But they'll keep him out there. One chance, he'll get you a goal. Goal kick. Argentina going to make their final substitution momentarily. Here's Gomez. Just got these highly technical players who can just take the sting out of things. Argentina. Rodrigo de Paul will be leaving us shortly. That won't test Martínez. We're going to see Ezequiel Palacios of Bayer Leverkusen in the German Bundesliga, who will be the last of the Argentina subs. As de Paul makes way. Excellent game. Enjoyed watching him tonight. Plays for Atletico Madrid, Rodrigo de Paul. 23-year-old Ezequiel Palacios plays in a very good Bayer Leverkusen team in Germany. Hernandez departs as Uruguay turn to their bench again. The arrival of Fernando Gorriarán, plays in Mexico with Santos Laguna, won for just his 4th senior cap. Don't want to lose possession here, Uruguay, but they have. And they might be in here, Argentina. And he had to go it alone, he felt, in the end. Joaquin Correa. There's a certain amount of consternation at the back there for Uruguay. Messi. Foul on Cáceres. Well, what have Uruguay got left? Only lost once at home in qualifying. The main problems have been on the road. And off to the heights, and the rarefied air of La Paz in Bolivia for their next World Cup qualifier. Will be coming up on Tuesday. Argentina, a reminder, will be hosting Brazil. Here's Godin. Piquerez. Godin. Right top here for Suarez. Uruguay will have a corner. They were hunting better than that, though. They had Argentina desperately trying to fill the spaces for a few seconds. Facundo Torres will take the corner. Point could be so precious on the road to the finals in Qatar next year for Uruguay. Poor corner from Torres. Gets a second bite. Piquerez. Good cross, free header, and it's over from Alvarez. What a chance for the youngster, the 10-year-old striker. He got free just for once. Neither Romero or Otamendi could deal with the cross. It was a beauty from Piquerez, and he has to hit the target surely here. Can't keep it down. And will they get a better chance than that? Gomez. Uruguay just building up some momentum. Suarez. Piquerez. Misplaced by Arambari. Ball's out. It'll be a throw to Uruguay. We've got 5 minutes plus whatever time will be added on. Herrera. Godin. Suarez with the early shot. Oh, and Martínez. Happy to see it short of his goal line. Suarez taking on the shot so early here. Causes goalkeepers problems. It's got some venom behind it. He couldn't hold it first time. And then, with his heart in his mouth briefly, able to get gloves on it. Well, they've done enough for me, Uruguay, to at least be on terms in this match. Alvarez with that wonderful headed chance a few moments ago. Down goes Jimenez, free kick, quickly taken, as it has to be. Godin. Good steal from Otamendi. Given away. Argentina haven't misplaced too many passes in this match. Here's Messi. Acuña. Gomez. Messi. Cáceres. Only Suarez in a challenging position there. Maybe could have held on a little longer there. Martin Cáceres, 89th minute now. Here's Torres. And the half volley, difficult skill to perfect. Is that a push? No. Oh. The referee's given that. The assistant didn't. He was much closer. Interesting call. The assistant didn't raise his flag there. I have to say, I did think it was a push by Acuña, but for no more than a couple of meters away, the assistant didn't think it was a foul. Referee from much further away did. Let's have a look at it again. Look how close the assistant is here. Didn't give it. Now then, Facundo Torres. As we enter the 90th minute in Montevideo. Can Uruguay take a point away from the River Plate derby? Need better quality from Torres. It's poor. That's really poor. I mean, you've got players like Godin and Jimenez looking for quality, so powerful in the air. He just didn't have the travel to trouble Argentina. Suarez needs to pick the right pass here. was Alvarez who played it forward. This is Suarez. Alvarez didn't get hold of it. Just short of the line. Arambari couldn't gain the extra inch he needed. But it fell invitingly for Alvarez here. Suarez doing well, picks out his teammate beautifully. He doesn't catch hold of it at all. Agonizingly out of the reach of Arambari. Doesn't look as though it's going to be Uruguay's day, does it? We're into the first of the 4 extra minutes. Ridden their luck a little bit here, Argentina. They've played well, both teams have played well. It's been a good watch. Could easily have had 4 or 5 goals. But one may be enough. First half from Angel Di Maria. Here's Cáceres. It's not what Uruguay needed. Desperation there from Gorriarán. Played right into Argentina's hands, that. Oh, they'll be frustrated, Tavares and his staff, that they haven't got at least a point. Scaloni knows that Uruguay have been profligate at times in front of goal. But he'll take that. Argentina poised to move on to 28 points. 28 points will get you on the plane to Qatar. Uruguay unfinished yet. Cáceres galloping into space. Facundo Torres wants it on his left foot. Acuña knew that. Telegraphed his intentions there, Torres. There's Gomez. Acuña. This isn't going into the middle anytime soon. Oh, he'll make his way into the box though, Acuña. And Messi! He was very disappointed with that. Almost having to have a double take that he put it so high over the bar. How often have we seen Lionel Messi come on to cutbacks like this and bury the ball into the net? Not on this occasion, right underneath it. Here's Alvarez. Can they fashion one last chance, Uruguay? They've got a free kick as we step into the last 60 seconds. Is there a dramatic late twist in Montevideo? If they score now, it'll feel like a win for Uruguay. And very much 2 points dropped for Argentina. Surprised they've still got Torres over the free kicks. Free kick and corner, the last 2 have been really disappointing. Can he put this one on the money? Godin poised, Jimenez poised. Torres helps it in. Now, who did that come off? Corner. Now or never for Uruguay. Once again, it'll be Torres to take. Got to put some depth on this one. Does put depth on it. Argentina win the initial header. Still in there for Uruguay. Feels for handball. Helped back into the danger area. Jimenez with a header. Caught by Martínez. And that may be that. A very frustrating occasion this for Uruguay. I've said earlier they play worse than win matches. But they're going to lose here in Montevideo. Almost certainly. Referee adding a few extra seconds on. But then blows for full time. It's a huge win for Argentina. They were already in an excellent position for an automatic qualifying place for Qatar. Some important saves from Martínez, a couple in the first half. When Suarez hit a post, Alvarez came off the bench and missed a glorious close-range chance with a header. Messi came on for a late cameo, but a single first-half goal from Angel Di Maria was enough, and Argentina take all 3 points home. It's finished here at the Campeón del Siglo Stadium in this CONMEBOL World Cup qualifier. Uruguay 0, Argentina 1.